Cethlenn is a significant yet somewhat mysterious figure in Celtic mythology, particularly within the context of Irish myths. She is most often described as a warrior goddess, a fierce and powerful character, associated with both sovereignty and war. While much of her story remains fragmented in ancient texts, her role as a protector and a fierce adversary stands out, making her one of the more compelling goddesses in the Celtic pantheon. Cethlenn is traditionally linked to the Fomorians, a race of chaotic and often malevolent beings who oppose the Tuatha Dé Danann, the primary gods and goddesses of Ireland. In some versions of the myth, she is the wife of Balor, the Fomorian king with the infamous eye that could kill anyone it gazed upon. Balor's eye, which casts destruction wherever it looks, embodies the uncontrollable and destructive forces of nature, and Cethlenn, as his partner, is often seen as part of this destructive duo. However, unlike many other figures associated with the Fomorians, Cethlenn has an important role that sets her apart, as she is also associated with the power to protect and fight for her people. One of Cethlenn's most prominent aspects in mythology is her fierce nature as a warrior. The Irish myths often depict her as a battle-hardened goddess, one who is unafraid to take up arms and defend her own. In particular, her association with the Battle of Mag Tuired, a crucial conflict in Irish mythology, solidifies her role as a goddess of war. This battle, fought between the Tuatha Dé Danann and the Fomorians, marks a decisive moment in the mythological narrative, where the forces of order clash with those of chaos and destruction. Cethlenn's involvement in this battle underscores her importance as a figure of strength and defiance. She is often described as a goddess who is as formidable in battle as she is influential in the outcome of conflicts, representing the idea that the forces of nature and fate are often shaped by the actions of the divine. However, Cethlenn's role in mythology is not limited to the realm of war. Her character is also intertwined with themes of sovereignty and the feminine divine. In some texts, she is associated with the idea of the land itself and its protection, making her a guardian of fertility, abundance, and the natural order. As a sovereignty goddess, Cethlenn represents the connection between the ruler and the land, a common theme in Celtic traditions. The health and vitality of the land were thought to be directly tied to the rule of the king or leader, and by extension, the favor of the goddess. In this sense, Cethlenn embodies the powerful connection between the land's prosperity and the divine feminine. Despite her fierce and warlike nature, Cethlenn's mythological significance also reflects the duality often seen in Celtic deities. While she is connected to destruction and chaos, she is also linked to renewal and transformation. In Celtic mythology, destruction is often not an end, but a prelude to renewal and growth. This cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth is central to many of the myths surrounding Cethlenn. Her ability to represent both destruction and regeneration reflects the Celtic understanding that power comes from balance, from understanding the need for both creation and destruction to coexist in harmony. Cethlenn's story is also indicative of the complex roles women played in Celtic mythology. While many female figures are associated with fertility, wisdom, and nurturing, Cethlenn represents a different facet of the feminine divine. She is not just a goddess of motherhood or wisdom, but also one of strength, courage, and martial prowess. Her characterization challenges modern perceptions of femininity, offering a vision of the divine feminine that embraces both the nurturing and destructive aspects of nature. Moreover, Cethlenn's association with the Fomorians and her position as the wife of Balor also speaks to the complex relationships that exist between gods and goddesses in Celtic mythology. Many of these relationships are marked by tension and conflict, and Cethlenn's story is no different. Her partnership with Balor, a figure of immense power and destruction, suggests that she, too, shares in the wild and untamed forces of nature. However, her own role in the myth shows that she does not merely serve as a passive partner to Balor's destructive power, but is an active force in shaping the fate of the world. In some versions of the myth, Cethlenn's role is even further complicated by her association with the theme of vengeance. After the death of her son, she is said to have sought revenge on those responsible, a tale that highlights the importance of familial bonds in Celtic mythology. The notion of vengeance, while often viewed negatively in modern contexts, is an important part of the ancient worldview, where the defense of family and kin was of paramount importance. In conclusion, Cethlenn is a multifaceted goddess whose role in Celtic mythology embodies themes of war, sovereignty, destruction, and transformation. Her association with the Fomorians places her in opposition to the Tuatha Dé Danann, but her own power as a protector and warrior sets her apart as one of the most formidable female figures in the mythological world. Cethlenn represents the balance between creation and destruction, the protector of both the land and its people. She is a goddess whose power is not limited to one sphere, but extends across the domains of life, death, and rebirth, making her a figure of immense significance in the complex tapestry of Celtic mythology.